seven sleepers of the cave. The Quran refused to confirm their number directly, but the verse position does the math for us. Verse 1825 says the sleepers stayed 300 years, increased by 9. 309. The Quran refused to confirm their count. But watch what happens when you multiply the duration by the candidate counts. 3 sleepers times 309 equals 927. 5 times 309, 1545. 7 times 309, 2,163. Now count the verses of the Final Testament from chapter 1. The 2,163rd verse in the standard count without the unnumbered bismillahs is exactly chapter 18, verse 25, the verse that named the duration. Add the unnumbered bismillahs back in, recount, and the same number lands on chapter 18, verse 9. The verse that opens the cave story by saying, the people of the cave and the numbers connected with them. 2 independent verse counts, both crashing into 309 times 7, both at sign verses of the cave, and the same 309 counted forward as lunar years from the year 1400 AH, the year God's mathematical code was unveiled, lands on 1710 AH, 19 times 90, the end of the world. Listen to what verse 18:9 says. Why else do you think we are telling you about the people of the cave and the numbers connected with them? They are among our wondrous signs. 309 times 7 points to the verse that explicitly mentions the numbers connected with them. Verse 18:22 gives 3 options: 3 sleepers, dog the 4th; 5 sleepers, dog the 6th; 7 sleepers, and the 8th was their dog. Notice the difference. The first 2 options merge the dog into the count. The third uses the conjunction wa and. The Arabic separates the dog grammatically only for the 7 option. Then God places the phrase rajman bil-ghayb, guessing in the unseen, between options 2 and 3, dismissing only 3 and 5. Then closes with the line, only a few knew the correct number. 3 signals, 1 answer. 7. Who were they? The Final Testament's footnote at 1816 identifies them as young Christians fleeing the persecution of neo-Christians, 3 centuries after Jesus, following the Nicene conferences, when the Trinity doctrine was announced. Not pagan Romans, Trinitarian Christians. The sleepers were monotheists who refused the new doctrine. They fled around 330 AD. They slept 309 lunar years, 300 solar years. They woke around 630 AD, right at the end of the messenger Muhammad's prophethood. 309 carries a second load. Per Appendix 25, the year 1400 AH, 1980 AD, was when God's mathematical code in the Quran was unveiled through the messenger of the covenant, Rashad Khalifa. 309 lunar years from that moment lands on the year 1710 AH, 2280 AD, the prophesied end of the world. 309 isn't only a duration, it is also a timestamp pointing forward. The lesson of the cave. God preserves and resurrects monotheists who refuse to compromise on Tawheed, even against an entire religious establishment that has invented partners for him. The 7 slept through 3 centuries of Trinity ascendancy. They woke into a world where the final Quran would name their belief shirk. The cave is a sign for every submitter who stands alone. Read the full article on the 7 sleepers.